What's going on, everyone? Today I am talking to you from Manila in the Philippines. Beautiful views. The sun is just going down. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is a bit of a different direction, facing the other way today. And I thought that this was a good time to make a video just because of the light and everything. And then once I actually set it up, I realized it was actually a bit difficult because of the clouds. And anyway, today I want to walk through something that every single person on this planet needs to have, and that is a very specific online asset. I'm not going to talk to you guys about property or stocks, because I'm not a financial advisor, and that isn't what this video is about. Instead, it is about an asset class that every single person on this planet can create themselves. And you can create many pieces of this asset. You can have multiple assets of the same type. And it actually doesn't require that much time or effort from you if you do it in the way that I'm going to explain today. So, without further ado, let's just jump in, because I know you're just as impatient as me and you want to get stuck into it. So, the type of asset that every single person needs on this earth right now, and if you don't create this asset, you're actually going to miss out on the opportunity to create it, right? You've probably only got a couple of years before it's going to be more competitive to actually do it, and that is to build a YouTube channel. Now, I say it's an asset because once it's there, once it's online, you can continue to grow it, and it compounds with time. So I'll get into the details on that in a second. Now, you might be watching this video, and just before you actually click off, by the way, let me explain that you don't have to create a YouTube channel where you're speaking on camera. It doesn't have to be like this. You can create YouTube channels where you're not the focal point. It can be a personal brand channel where you are the focal point, or it could be like a business orientated channel, or it could be a channel based on your hobbies. Okay? That's what I'm talking about today in this video, creating a YouTube channel, which is an asset class. If you don't jump on this opportunity within probably the next few years, like I said, it's going to be so hard to grow a channel. At the moment, YouTube is actually still climbing. It's still kind of in its infancy. But in a few years' time, it's not going to be like that. The myth right now that people believe is that it's too hard to grow on YouTube and it's too competitive. Compared to all the other social media platforms, YouTube is probably the one with the least amount of channels, people actually doing anything. So there's just so much room to grow with YouTube compared to other channels or to other social media platforms. So if you're not interested in creating a personal brand, what are the different options here? So I'll get into that in a second, but let's just focus on the personal brand first. Every single person has a gift that they can offer the world. At least that's what I believe, and that's what kind of lights my way when I go down this path of life. I'll meet people all the time that has something incredibly special to offer, including you right now watching this video. And so every single person should be pushing out that energy and distributing their strengths on YouTube to help other people. That is the beauty of this platform. It's not just about entertainment, it's also about education. So if you create a YouTube channel with your personal brand and you just keep publishing videos all the time, eventually it's going to grow into something amazing. I call it an asset because you can start it from scratch with zero money down. It stays on there forever, and it continues to increase in views for your videos, because that's what it is. It's a YouTube channel with videos, and because of the views, because they keep compounding, it means that your money compounds as well. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about how you can get paid on YouTube soon, but the main point here is that every single person watching this video now has the ability to create a YouTube channel that can make them an income, right? Passive income, a lot of people talk about generating a passive income on YouTube. I wouldn't necessarily say it's passive, because you still have to put effort in creating the videos, especially if it's your personal brand. But at some point in the future, if you do create a certain amount of videos, those videos are just going to accumulate and compound with time. So like I said, you're going to keep generating money. So it becomes an asset class that you can invest in. You can keep pumping money into it, and it keeps bringing you a return. Proof of this, or an example of this, is MrBeast. If you don't know who he is, right, he is probably the most popular YouTuber on the planet right now. He's definitely in the top 3. I think the very biggest YouTube channel is like an Indian media company, but MrBeast is like number 2. Millions and millions of different subscribers. He's also translated his channels into different languages, right? So his channel, which is a main asset, he's now diversified that into like Spanish and different languages. So he's been able to replicate the same success, and I mean, he's just killing it. You have to do some research on him, but that is a case in point. He's been able to do that. He already makes buckets of money, And I think it was earlier this year, someone actually offered him $1 billion to buy his channels, like to buy his brand essentially, which is built purely off of YouTube. Now, I'm not saying you're going to become a billionaire if you create YouTube videos, but my point here is that the opportunity is there for literally anyone to create a YouTube channel that will generate you a passive income, or, you know, some level of income, passive or active, right? If you create 50 videos over the next few months and then you stop creating any videos and they continue to generate money, that's essentially a passive income, okay? Now, anyway, most people watching this video probably found me because you don't really want to be on camera, right? So you probably looked at some of my other YouTube videos. You don't want to be on camera because you're shy. You don't like scripting your videos. Maybe you just aren't a presenter, right? Like myself, I tried scripting my videos. I don't really like scripting them. I try just doing it unscripted and I end up just ranting, but it is what it is. I prefer doing it this way. If you're like me and you don't really like making videos, then that's probably why you found my channel. And if you don't like making videos yourself where you're on camera, don't worry, because you can also make an asset, which is a YouTube channel without you having to show your face or be the center of attention. Most people don't like to be the center of attention. If you're a business owner, creating your own YouTube channel doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful, okay? It might mean that your personal brand will be successful. It doesn't necessarily mean your company will, because if you build a company based off of your personal brand and then you sell the company is not as valuable as having you actually in the company, if that kind of makes sense. Your personal brand, by attaching it to your company, is a risk. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So it's actually in your benefit, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, to create both a personal brand where you're talking on camera, just like I am today, and then you can have multiple other channels that are related to your business. You can just have one that's part of your business or that is your business, or you can have multiple ones that are offshoots of it, like subsidiaries, essentially. And so if you create these YouTube channels as assets, that means you've got multiple channels that can generate a return of investment for you over time. So the way that you would do that, if you're not going to be on camera, is you would create a team either in-house or you would outsource it. By the way, if you're looking to do this and you want some help, you can click some of the links in the description below. This is what my company does. We help people build YouTube channel assets that generate a return of investment. So, you know, once you pay us to do it, we get it to a certain level where it's giving you money back. And yeah, so you've essentially got a channel for free. That's really what we're trying to achieve here. So click the links in the description below if you're interested in doing that. I'll give you a quick rundown on how it works if you wanted to do it yourself. So if you want to create a YouTube channel asset about certain things to do with your company, or if it's, you know, like an entertainment channel or something to do with your hobbies, because it can be any of those things. It doesn't just have to be to do with your company. You have to hire a team either in-house or you have to hire like an agency, or, you know, outsource the process. When it comes to creating videos for a YouTube channel, there's certain roles that people have to play. So the first thing you have to do is plan your channel and the direction of your channel. Typically, you can do that yourself. You can think of the topics that you want your channel to include, right? And you can come up with headlines and things like that. So once you've got your general idea of the videos, the next step is to script the videos, right? So again, you can do that yourself, or you can pay someone to do it. If you're very busy, you can hire someone in-house to write scripts. You could find those people on Upwork. You could find them on Fiverr. You can run ads to find script writers. Maybe someone in your team has some spare time and they can script it for you. The key to scripting a YouTube video is to make sure it's engaging and informative. Okay, so if you just script it boring like a blog, most people aren't going to watch the entire video. And if no one watches your video on YouTube, right, if the watch time is low, most people, I mean, if the watch time is low, YouTube won't suggest that to anyone, right? So most people, if they're just going to click off it because it's going to be boring, right? Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Rambled a little bit there. So you need a script writer to write the scripts. It's a little bit different to writing a blog. You have to write it in a way that's going to engage people throughout the duration of the video. You want people to watch at least 50% of the video. That's a really good number so that YouTube suggests it to more people. That's at least the goal. Okay. Once you've got the script, you then need to get someone to read the script out loud. It could be yourself if you're the business owner. That way, the channel kind of is a reflection on you or of you. Alternatively, you can use AI. So these days, you can actually clone your own voice, or you can create your own avatar. So an avatar could be both, you know, a creation of a voice. So you can create your own voice, which isn't necessarily yours, and you can use that kind of like, you know, how these companies have their own mascots. You can do something like that for your company. Or alternatively, what you could do is you could actually go all the way to the extreme, and you can have your voice cloned, and you can clone like your image. So then you've got like cartoon images of yourself or realistic images, depending on the kind of brand that you're trying to push with the channel, right? Again, if you want some help with this, click the links in the description below. This is what my team does. We take care of the whole process for you, so you don't have to worry. Typically, we'll clone your voice or our client's voice. We create AI avatars and we implement them into the video. So that means if you're building a faceless YouTube channel on behalf of your company, because that's essentially what these are called, faceless YouTube channels, it means when people watch your videos without you actually being in it, they still hear you. So the know, like, and trust thing that most people are really worried about when creating videos, that happens naturally, and you don't have to actually make any videos yourself because we're able to clone your voice. So people get to know, like, and trust your voice. It feels like some familiarity. Plus they can actually see an avatar that these days is looking more and more realistic, which is really, really cool. If you've seen some of the videos on any of my Faces channels or on the Video CEO's channel, you probably would have seen what these look like. But the next step, once you've got the audio, depending on what you're going to do, is video production. Okay, so once you've got audio, you want to then give that to a video editor. Unless you know how to do video editing, you want to give it to a video editor, and they're going to turn that audio along with the script into something magical, right? The hard part is finding good video editors. This is something that I struggled with for a long time, and then I came up with a really good process to find them myself. I think I've done a video on it recently. If not, let me know in the comments below and I can do another one, or I can make a new one. I haven't done one yet, but I've got a really good process for finding video editors that are high quality. Typically, most of my video editors come from the Philippines. That's why I'm here. Most of my team is from the Philippines, so I come here often, base myself here in order to be close to my team on the same time zone. It's an amazing country as well. So once the editor gives you your video, the next step, you've already got the headline. You also have to get a thumbnail, because if no one clicks on the video, no one's going to watch it, which means that your channel is not going to grow and you're not going to make any money. So the headline and the thumbnail are equally as important as the video production itself. And I know this for a fact because my team have made some amazing videos in the past. We've had a terrible thumbnail or terrible headline. Probably wouldn't say terrible, but it just wasn't good enough. People weren't clicking on the video, and it's just like this amazing piece of work, this amazing, beautiful piece of production that made me excited to watch in the first place. No one's clicking on it, so no one gets to see this amazing masterpiece. And it's really disappointing if you are the person creating this video yourself, right? So if you have a team doing this and you create a bunch of videos and no one clicks on them, you're going to think this whole process is an absolute lie. A lot of people think it's a scam. And I don't blame them, because if you create a video and you put it on YouTube and nothing happens, you're going to assume it's a scam. But typically it's because of you, something that you've done yourself, which is you've messed up the headline, the thumbnail, the niche, the topic, or maybe the video editing sucks, or maybe the audio sucks, right? So this is why a lot of people come to me for help, and they work with my team and outsource it entirely. So again, links in the description below. So yeah, my point here is for this video, guys, that creating a YouTube channel becomes an asset. You can create as many of them as you want. If you want to do your own research on this, it's called YouTube automation or faceless YouTube channels. You should have a personal brand where you're on camera, ideally. But if you don't have the time, if you're a business owner or you're looking to sell your company in the future, or you just don't like being on camera, then just create faceless YouTube channels, right? You can have one for your company, and you can have subsidiaries like I mentioned. If you have different target audiences, you could have channels that are specific to different audiences. If you're not a business owner and you want to do this yourself as well, how do you get paid? That's another thing that I haven't quite mentioned. I left it to the end because I want you guys to watch this right to the end. Getting paid for the YouTube channels, it's not just about the AdSense. Do not rely on the AdSense. That's a fool's game, because I mean, it's unreliable and it goes up and down. What you want to do is have something to sell. So you can either sell other people's products and other people's services. This is affiliate marketing. So you put links in the description below your video and you take a percentage of the sale. It's just basically like a commission, if you don't know what affiliate marketing is. Or if you've got your own products, even better, right? So put your own products in there, your own services. And so this way you've monetized your channel in more ways than just AdSense, okay? Another thing you can also do, if you've got a big enough channel with enough reach, and it's the right type of reach, right type of audience, is you can get sponsor. So I'm sure if you've watched YouTube videos in the past, you've seen people with VPNs and things like that, and they do shout outs for the sponsor. That's essentially how you make money. Some of these companies will pay you 5, 10, 15, 20K a month, and they'll sponsor all of your videos. You can charge them per video. You can have multiple sponsors doing multiple videos. And you can do so many things with a YouTube channel You could sell so much stuff, and there's just a world of opportunity out there. And this is why you should definitely, if you're watching this video, create a YouTube channel asset. Every single person on this planet should have one. Like I said, everyone's got something amazing to offer, and everyone's got hobbies and interests. So create something that you're interested in, start making money out of it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. This was totally unscripted, so it's probably not the best one from me, and I am tired. I've been working along. It's been a long day today. The sun's going down, but it is a beautiful place. This skyline, this view, cannot get over it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.